Just so you can't say I didn't show you the exciting part of the car wash. Here you go. Oh boy, you can tell I'm bored, can't you? I will say, while we're watching this wonderful truck wash, I got an email today from a fella. I've mentioned it before, but it's been a while. His name is Dakota, and he lives over in the Knoxville, Tennessee area, between Nashville and Knoxville. And he went ahead and got his CDL on his own, and then applied with Maverick, and he just got word that his application was accepted, and he's planning to start on February 27th, so in just a couple of weeks. So congratulations, Dakota. And that reminds me, I had someone else a few days ago ask about, you know, how long does it take from when you first talk to a recruiter to when you get your start date set? You know, how long does it take? You know, and my answer is usually a few weeks. You just have to talk to a recruiter and see, you know, how their training schedule is, you know, because sometimes holidays and things come into play, but you know, it might vary depending on their needs and how far out they're booked at this point, whether or not you have your CDL. Are you going to use the Maverick Driving Academy or not? You know, there's different factors, but usually it's a few weeks out. You know, I would say at least 2 weeks and probably more, you know. I think I scheduled mine out like a couple of months, but I don't think it had to be that long. I think I just did it that long because I was trying to give my employer, I think I gave them, you know, like a 6-week notice. But anyway, you just got to talk that out with a recruiter. All right, guys, more tomorrow. Hey guys, Saturday morning. As you can see, the parking lot is melted off well. Sun is shining. Still cold. It's like 26 degrees. But I wanted to show you, I went in and talked to the shop guys about this, but I've got this, see this flashing light there? And then of course the check engine light's on too. And they said that's the regen symbol that my truck is wanting to cycle through the regen, something to do with the DPF. Hope I got that right. So I'm supposed to just let it run. He said it might take an hour or two for the truck to run through that regen process, and then that light should stop flashing and all will be well. So I've let it run for probably 45 or 50 minutes before, and it never did finish. And he said, yeah, just let it run. That sometimes it takes a couple of hours. So he said the check engine light probably came on because you stopped the process before it was finished. So we're gonna just let it run for a couple of hours. I hate to do that because I'm just using fuel. I feel like I'm just wasting fuel, but that's what it needs to do. So just gonna let it run. But I wanted to show you guys this stuff. I ran into a guy here, when was that? Yesterday. A guy named Kyle from Tulsa. He's a fairly new Maverick driver, and he recognized me, so we talked for a minute, and he gave me these two things here that he makes. He said he makes these with a 3D printer. This is a cool little gadget that he made that will clip on. I just clipped it on right here, you know, and you can hang your CB mic on it. which I needed one. I didn't have one. You know, I just got this CB like a week ago, and I didn't have a good thing to put my mic on. So yeah, really cool. And he makes those with a 3D printer. Well, thank you, Kyle. And then he gave me this other little kind of a hook thing. Same deal, it just kind of slides on, and then it's a hanging hook. You can you know, like hang your cap or your mask or whatever on there. So pretty cool. Thank you, Kyle, for doing that. Really cool. I appreciate that. So wanted to show you guys that. So yeah, I got some laundry going in there. I went drove one of the Maverick courtesy vehicles up to the Waffle House, had me a nice big breakfast. Already talked to the wife, so just got to kill the rest of the day. And then Sunday morning I'm gonna head out and get this load up to Jackson, Michigan. I've still got a little over 8 hours to go to get it there. So yeah, just killing some time. Gonna clean up the truck, inside of the truck a little bit. You know, just killing some time. At the Madison Maverick yard Saturday afternoon. You know, I had been into the shop to talk to the guys in there about my regen messages I was getting. And I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but it didn't seem like my heating was working right either. So they had told me to come out here and let it run for maybe 2 hours, let the regen process work, which I did. I came out here and let it run. You know, it ran for probably 20 or 30 minutes, and then it did an automatic shutdown. And I had a couple other displays come up, you know, telling me it did an automatic shutdown. So then I got a message over my tablet. Let me just tell you. Says that I got a code that indicates DPF HC absorption rate is very high. Please create a service request. So I guess it's good that I'm stuck here anyway, because looks like, you know, the truck needs to be serviced somehow. So I went back in. Yeah, I did send in a service request, and the guy in there told me to come back in around 2:30. They should be able to get to me around that time. So I sent in a service request for 2 p.m. And so we'll put it in there, and hopefully they can get it taken care of. So just giving you an update what's happening. So yeah, that's kind of weird. I've never had any kind of regeneration problem. I've had this truck now for, it's got 142,000 miles on it. I don't recall ever having this issue before. So just thought you might find that interesting. Okay guys, well, I'm happy to report my truck has been in the shop here for a good couple of hours. They did some diagnostic tests and did a regeneration and some other stuff, and looks like they've got it fixed. And I learned that they have a big kind of a barrel, even bigger than a barrel, big container of windshield washer fluid in there with a hose and a handle on it where you can, I had 2 partial jugs of windshield washer fluid, so I was able to fill them up in there. So that's cool. I learned something. So I'm just showing you, this is the back side of the lot that you don't see very often. Not much out here. And I can tell, I think I mentioned earlier that my heater, last night my heater was not working very well. In fact, I was quite cold. And it was down to, I don't know, it was like 18 degrees or something. It was cold. So I knew something wasn't right. And I can already tell, since they had my truck running and the heater going there in the shop, that it's working much better. So I'm looking forward to a a toastier evening. I was hoping to get out and walk around the lot because there's been quite a few trucks come in today and late yesterday, and I was gonna hop out, and I will if it doesn't get too dark, and show you just some of the loads. I've kind of got my eye on a parking spot. Somebody parked in the spot I was in, but I'm gonna go around to the other side. But again, there's a bunch of like brand new glass hauling trailers. You know, if you didn't know it, Maverick has a specialized glass hauling division, and if you want to go in that direction, basically you have about one more week of training beyond what the regular flatbedders go through. And I think the glass haulers have to stay out on the road at least a couple of weeks. You'd have to check with a recruiter on that. I wouldn't want to swear to that, but I think that's the case. So, alright, well, let me get parked here, and maybe I'll show you some loads. Okay, so let's get out and try to look at some of the loads that are here before it gets too dark. Man, I'm just glad that the guys in there, Wayne and the other guys, they did a good job of getting me taken care of today. So thanks, guys, if you see this video. But of course, here's my load. I've already shown you that. Just like some 30-foot bar, 32 foot, I don't remember, 30 foot I think. Here's a big load of beams. This driver's got it secured quite well. He's got a couple of gut straps on the, you know, over the second level. Here's another one right here. And then he's got chains. He's used all 8 chains plus 1 strap right here, so secured it pretty well. Those probably came from Columbia City, Indiana, or Blytheville, Arkansas. Here's this is our one of our specialized boat hauling trailers. Got 3 bass boats on here, and you know, I was just talking about the glass division. Maverick also has a boat division, you know, and this is one of the special trailers for boats. Here's another one right there. I think I showed you this one yesterday. Got a bass boat on the front and a really nice pontoon on the back. And then here's a trailer that came in earlier today, I think. Just got dropped here. Some really tall piping, big piping. I probably would have put a couple of gut straps over the second layer there, but, and then it's got an oddball pallet here in the middle, and then a smaller stack of 3 here in the front. Pipes in the back are bigger around than the pipes in the front. So either this driver took his truck and went home, or he's dropped it and somebody else will have to pick it up. There's your standard shotgun coil right there. And I hope you can see. No telling what that is right there. That could be just about anything. There's a suicide coil, nicely tarped. This is probably drywall. Got some more boats. 3 more bass boats. It's got 1 boat on it. Here's another load of just 1 layer of steel beams. That's pretty easy. So you just, you know, you got assortment of stuff here. That's why I'm showing it to you, just to give you an idea of the kind of things you'd haul from Maverick. That's probably steel tubing right there. Can't really tell. Here's another, you know, 2 sections of steel bar, typical Fort Smith stuff. And then there's all the glass trailers I was telling you about. So anyway, that gives you a shot of, you know, what the yard looks like on a Saturday evening. Shows you some of the different kinds of loads. All right, guys, I'll be hitting the road in the morning, Sunday morning. I got about 8 to 8.5 hours to go to get to Jackson, Michigan. So we'll have some more footage tomorrow. Okay, folks, a Sunday update for you. You know, I left the Madison Maverick yard this morning, you know, around 6:30, 7 a.m., something like that. And I'm stopping, or I'm approaching the Portage, Indiana Maverick yard. Just gonna do a 30-minute break here. Last time I was up here, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago or so, it was like a foot of snow up here. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop here. This is the helicopter landing pad I've mentioned before. I've got the gate open. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop here, have a little lunch and use the restroom. Do my 30-minute break, get the rest of my clock back. So, I'm just gonna pull right up in here where there's an open spot. Just giving you a look of the lot here. Still lots of old snow on the ground. And we're looking at the shop. All right, here we are.